Next game was the Bucs and the Saints. The Bucs beat the crap out of them 26-9. Baker Mayfield had a great day. 25 of 32, 246 yards, 3 touchdowns and a pick. He's becoming a really reliable fantasy quarterback. He did not do well against the Eagles last week, but he's been really solid. They have Geno Smith's quarterbacks coach as their OC. So the OC of the Bucs was Geno Smith's quarterback coach with Seattle last year. So maybe he's bringing some of that fairy dust that he sprinkled on to Geno Smith over to Baker Mayfield this year. We'll just have to keep watching out for that, especially because the Saints are a good defense. It's not like Baker Mayfield played a crappy team today. And Mike Evans held in check again. Marshawn Lattimore, to an extent, held him in check because Mike Evans did go down with an injury. But still, Evans not performing well, and still Baker Mayfield was able to make something of this day. So really good stuff from Baker there. Rachaad White continues low efficiency, high volume, 15 carries, 56 yards. Baker Mayfield had 8 carries for 31. Keyshawn Vaughn, 9 carries for 16. Interesting to see that his carry total got pretty close to Rachaad White, but that could be a product of them beating the crap out of them too. And Devin Tompkins had just the carry for 11 yards. Chris Godwin flourished with Mike Evans going down. 8 catches for 114 yards for him on 11 targets. Just stellar stuff. If Evans misses more time, Chris Godwin is a must start. Devin Tompkins had 4 catches for 45 yards and a touchdown. Evans, before he went down, had 3 catches for 40 yards on 3 targets. Rachaad White had 3 catches for 22 yards through the air. Cade Otton had 3 catches for 13 yards and a touchdown. Trey Palmer, the rookie from Nebraska, had 2 catches for 6 yards and a touchdown. Keyshawn Vaughn just had the 1 catch for 3, and Raheem Jarrett also had a catch for 3. So if Evans misses time, play Godwin for sure. If you can avoid playing Rachaad White, I would recommend that because it seems like they don't want to use him, but they're kind of stuck because Keyshawn Vaughn isn't efficient. Sean Tucker hasn't been showing efficiency either. So they might just be stuck feeding Rachaad White a whole bunch. So he's a high floor, low upside guy, and you could absolutely do worse than Baker Mayfield. He's a really solid backup in fantasy right now. For the Saints, really weird stuff. Derek Carr has the sprained AC joint, but they still let him play in this one a week removed from that injury. 23 of 37, 127 yards. He played like someone with a hurt shoulder, just checking it down like crazy. Better days are ahead for him for sure. This was a product of that injury. I just wonder why they didn't play Jameis Winston. Weird stuff there. Taysom Hill had the 1 pass for 13 yards, and Jameis Winston came in and threw a pick. So Alvin Kamara, leading rusher, I think he is a must start, especially while Jamal Williams is out. 11 carries, 51 yards. Really good stuff against a stingy run defense in the Bucs. Taysom Hill had 4 carries for 10 yards. Adam Prentice had a carry for 5. Kendre Miller had a carry for 3, and Derek Carr had 2 carries for 1 yard. Michael Thomas led the way for all receivers. He had 4 catches on 53 yards. A very high floor, low upside guy. Rashid Shaheed had 3 catches for 33 on 7 targets. Alvin Kamara, this is a super weird stat line. 13 catches, but only 33 yards on 14 targets. You don't see that every day. Again, this is a product of someone in my IG Live said this, that with Derek Carr's hurt shoulder, he could check it down to Kamara a bunch, and that guy absolutely nailed it because 13 catches is crazy. And for only 33 yards, like I said, you just never see that. Taysom Hill had 1 catch for 7 yards. Adam Prentice had a catch for 5. Kendre Miller had a catch for 5. Chris Olave, super disappointing stuff, but Derek Carr wasn't able to throw the ball down the field here. I think that's what happened. 1 catch for 4 yards for him. Crazy disappointing. And Lynn Bowden did not haul in his only target. So don't get discouraged about Chris Olave. I would still keep playing him. You could do worse than Michael Thomas. I think Alvin Kamara is a must start. And don't get too concerned with Derek Carr. He'll be better. I just wonder how much better he's going to be next week.